program. Viewer discretion is advised.
Craftsman Andy Masterson, the Mad Doctor Adega Alva, Mars Monkey Max, Andrew Broadbent Man Squatch, Stardom Poopex Cuba, Henry Gambos, Penny, the man, the myth, the legend, Pacific 414, Psycha Dwarf 9, the puppet from another Muppet Show back, TJC. The wrench of wrenches, Chris Persia. Mary's Game Room is deliciously evil. Give us a skull and tuck and roll from Snowdub. Roll Tide, Keely Chow, roll Tide, brother. Muhammad said. Gun Buddy and Shockwave. The Little Penguin Sheriff, Punkwaddle. Greetings program for Daryl the Derelict. Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Mornings of Mischief. I'm your host, Stone Loki. Good morning, everybody. This is the Week in Review with the mother of kittens, the breaker of forks, the lost hooters, the lady, Arwyn Avalon. Good morning, Arwyn. How are you doing?
Good morning. I am loading up on coffee and I'm ready for some dragons.
Coffee, get your coffee ready, ladies and gentlemen. Have your coffee at standby. Let's wake up in a good way this morning. Yes. I don't know what kind of blend this is, but it better be good.
It's hot, it's wet, it's coffee. Let's do this.
Hot and wet.
Coffee.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, we have the man, the myth, the legend with us, the one and only, the Rooster, Dave Bob. What's up, Dave Bob?
Yeah, it seems all this talk about lighting fires has got me a little gun shy.
Well, you know what isn't gun shy? A Godzilla-sized Dave Bob.
Breathe the fire, y'all.
Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
The little ones around him.
The dragons ain't got nothing on me.
This is all thanks to Man Squatch, the one and only Man Squatch. Thank you, my friend, so very much for these absolutely epic.
Beautiful.
Arwyn, are those balloons in your pocket, or you just happen to see us?
Well, it is what it is. And hey, I have Rooster toting will travel. Here we go. I mean, we're all just like, we're all looking pretty plump in the Bazoom area, if you ask me.
Arwyn, have you been messing around in the back in the studio?
No, why?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Story of my life.
Mm-hmm. Because that is definitely you. The cat's been fed, y'all. Don't fall for her bullshittery.
It is. It
And what's
is.
wrong? And what's wrong with that, Chris?
Oh my God. Yeah, I kind of am.
Uh-huh.
Can't resist that kiss. Look at that booty. I mean, it's all feathery and soft. Oh God.
Y'all are killing me. Oh no!
Oh, I saw this and went, oh, poor Dave.
It's just a minor burn.
It's just a flesh wound.
Just a flesh wound.
Arwyn is beside herself.
Ain't Dave Bob. Ain't no way. Poor Rooster. We knew him well, Loki. We knew him well. Poor thing.
That's about right.
I'm gonna fend off that dragon. That's what happened to me.
Rooster kaiju. I mean, my goodness. Oh.
Hey, Bob, you're a little brown.
He's a ginger, y'all. We're all gingers.
Oh my lord, we are all gingers.
We're gonna steal your souls, y'all. Gonna have them all.
I kind of like them red feathers.
They look good on you. They really do. You styling and profiling there, Dave Bob. Ginger chicken, man, squash. Ginger chicken.
Oh no!
Oh my God.
Dismembered.
Oh shit.
I got a lot of legs.
Yeah, you do. My goodness. Are they hidden beneath all those feathers?
A bucket a day, Bob.
Oh, and who's the tall drink of water behind me? Is that supposed to be you, Loki?
I have no idea.
I think
God.
Loki's picture's on the wall back there.
Yeah. Arwyn's just like, what happened?
No, not Dave Bob. Damn. And you got some juicy looking legs on top of that, Dave Bob. Look. That would feed a small village for a month.
Southern Fried Day, Bob.
Apparently, Arwyn is Team Green in all of these.
I see that. I see that.
Uh-huh.
No, see, I'm the spy, right? Like, I'm the one they've infiltrated in the Red Keep to report back to Reiew what the fuck is going on with these people. Oh, I'm sorry, Loki. Oh my God, 9 minutes in. I apologize.
No, you're fine. You're fine. It's one. It's not like you dropped 20 of them in 2 minutes. Somebody did that the other day. I was like, okay, enough. God, help me.
Okay, but you know, they have some, like you said, some bullshittery going on in the Red Keep. So anyway.
Punk Waddle, what is up, brother? He says redheads look good in green. It's science.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. It's a good color. It's a good color for redheads. I love that color green. I would wear that anytime. I really do.
Penny.
Morning, Penny.
Redhead Pride Rooster.
Oh, God. Poor Dave Bob.
Look at all of Dave Bob's legs. Family bucket.
I think so.
I sure do have a lot of legs.
You do.
I was in the picture behind everybody. I was stuck in the picture. I don't know how that happened, but
Oh, God. First they came for Loki, then they came for Dave Bob. And does that mean I'm next? The guy behind me is willing to take me out. And oh, dear. Oh, my.
AFC, Arwenian Fried Chicken.
It's our
Oh, Project. I didn't know you cared.
Well, if he has that many legs, how many boobies does he have? I mean, The bucket of breastwood might be overflowing. You never know. God,
That's a lot of legs.
that's a lot of legs.
Look like a chicken centipede.
Oh, that was the result of Arwyn's temper. You got a hot temper on you.
Well, that's not wrong. But it only manifests twice a year, Gun Bunny, like legit. So it's okay. We're safe the rest of the time.
Anima, what's up? She says, happy Friday, nerds. Just stopping by to say hi. Haven't watched the episode yet. Have fun. Ooh.
Ooh, go run, watch. Run, watch. Truly.
Oh yeah. This was so it starts off a little slow, this episode. But the back half, like Dave Bob's chicken, according to Arwyn, because hands.
I guess.
The back half is fire. So the episode starts off with a showdown. It's almost like a wild, wild west showdown. You've got Rhaenyra on the beach with her dragon, and you've got Adam on the beach with Sea Smoke.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, you have a dragon, bitch. Where'd you get a dragon? And he's like, boom, I take the knee, lady. My apologies. I didn't ask for the dragon. The dragon just showed up and was like, we want you. And I wrote it. My apologies, but I've always been loyal to you, Queen Rhaenyra, and I want to be part of your house. And she's like, holy shit, okay, let's go. Can you get the dragon back to Dragonstone? And he's like, I'll jump on that bitch and take it wherever you want to go.
Yeah, he was.
I'll see what he wants to do.
I'll see if he'll listen to me, but yeah, I'll try and get it back to Dragonstone. So they go back to Dragonstone, and then we go to King's Landing, and Aemon is holding court and is like, you screwed up, and you screwed up, and you screwed up. Either take the black or I'm gonna chop your effing heads off. And they're like, we'll take the black. Meanwhile, Clubfoot is like, I don't believe your rumors about someone riding a dragon, but it was Sea Smoke. I don't care. We're not gonna tell anybody about this. We're gonna keep this to ourselves. Shh, don't tell Aemon. It's probably just a rumor anyway. So he's playing games. He's playing little games. He's playing chess while Aemon's down there playing checkers. I didn't know he was Dr. Disrespect. Oops. Hopefully the nights were old enough. Too soon? Too soon? Too soon.
Can I just say something real quick about when Rhaenyra flies in on Cyrax and they're on the beach? Okay, the conversation between the two humans is interesting, and it's like, okay, but y'all, when Sea Smoke and Cyrax start yakking at each other, I was like, they are talking. I want to know what the hell they're saying.
Yep. And they're growling at each other and all kinds of shit.
It's just, I was like, oh, here we go, y'all. Dragons. It was beautiful seeing those big beasts and that. But I'm okay. Can I just say one more thing? Well, no.
Say what?
I'm just gonna say one more thing since you mentioned Dragonstone. Okay, Rhaenyra and all them fly back to Dragonstone. Blah blah blah. My one gripe about this episode is does Dragonstone take certain people and make them stupid? Because I truly believe they gave him the Tyrion Lannister treatment. Smartest man in Westeros until he wasn't, when he went to Dragonstone. How the hell did she not look at that guy
and no?
no, at least maybe a drop of Valerian blood in him, considering it looks just like her ex-husband. Or not ex-husband, excuse me, dead, not dead husband. And we know it's his brother. So she's like, oh, what lineage? I'm like, y'all, I know Valerians aren't dragon lords, but y'all all come from old Valerian. You intermarried so damn much. How can you not have assumed maybe this guy's got some Valerian in him, which could have some Targaryen in him? She just acts like, oh, this common person comes out of the blue. We got to figure. They made her stupid right there, and it drove me nuts.
And that's not the only moment I believe. Okay. Every time we get her and Massaria, I'm like, lay off the stupid pills.
Yeah.
Rhaenyra, lay off the stupid pills. I don't know what's going on with you. Like you said, maybe it's Dragonstone.
Something. It's all that, black ice stuff they have up there. The dragon shard. I don't know.
We've got a translation. Arwyn, Sirac said, did you really adopt the guy from Milli Vanilli? And Smiso said, girl, you know it's true.
Ooh. I love you. Yes, but I'll give him props. He's doing a good job. He's one of the more fascinating characters to me now that he's been adopted by a dragon. Let's see where this goes. But anyway, I'm sorry. I just had to. That was to me just. That was not true to character for her. But again, Dragonstone, Tyrion Lannister treatment.
Maybe it's built on asbestos and lead. It's possible. That's more and more possible.
All right, back to you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to jump in. But
that's great. No, that's great. That's exactly why we're here, is to jump in and talk about this.
Drove me nuts.
But you're right. It's like they've dumbed it down. That's not the only thing, because there is a scene where they go from there's a scene in the show, and we'll get to it towards the end of the show, where they go from the Red Keep, King's Landing, to Dragonstone, and it's like just across the river. No. No. Hours of as the crow flies or as the dragon flies, and they're just like, boom, there. Hello. So, yeah, no.
It's the high altitude and all that fresh sea air.
Why couldn't your boy have the blonde dreads? Because his brother does. His brother does. That's why his brother shaves his head.
Yeah.
If you notice, it was the last episode or the episode before that, his brother's like shaving his head because he's hiding the fact that he's got the Targaryen white hair.
Yeah.
He's got the Targaryen Valerian white hair, and he does that to hide it from his dad because he knows his dad knows.
Well, so, what always kind of puzzled me is you go into all them pleasure houses and everything, and just so many of the women have that silver white hair.
Yeah.
And you wonder,
I wonder what's been going on.
Exactly. And
how many hidden Targaryens do we have out there?
Quite a few, as we see. But shit, that wasn't even half of what is really out there. That's just all that showed up. But anyway, I'm jumping the gun.
So they go back to Dragonstone, and we get Rhaenyra and Massaria again. And this is the point where I'm like, come on, guys. We're going through this again, and I understand some of this is set up, but it's a boring setup. Anytime these two women are on screen together, I'm just like, oh, come on.
Yeah, especially like I said, you got Rhaenyra all dumbed down, and then you got the White Worm chick who's like, but it doesn't matter. We found someone. We party all around. It's like, y'all, no, you're talking about a dragon and a rider bonding. What? No, Let's just move on from that. Can we please find out who this person is, or at least, come on now, think. Old Valerians, drove me down.
Well, we get a little bit of a hint because Corlys is like, I'm going to go see my boy.
Yeah.
And So he goes and sees him, and he's like, "Oh, moving up in the world." And he's like, "Sir, if I may I please be excused from my duties on Salton Sea?" And he's like, "You've done a good job." And that's his way of like, my boy worked his own way up. He didn't use his name. He didn't try and use me. He didn't try and do anything. He went out there and grabbed something and took it. Yeah. Good job. Well done. And walks out.
Grabbed him and took him.
And there's a lot behind those two words, well done. There's a lot behind those two words, like, you know, I know who you are. I know why we look alike. I know why you look like my other boy, your half brother. But you did good, because he didn't do it. He didn't do it on anybody else's name. He did it on his own.
Yeah, I appreciated that, Steve.
Man Squatch.
God. Jesus.
Moving on.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh my God, there's not a visual, I hope.
So we cut to Harrenhal.
Yeah.
And again, Damon's like, and will he ever get out of?
He's a pathetic creature now.
Will he ever get out of haunted Harrenhal?
Well, if he'd only damn leave, but he won't leave.
Like, he won't leave.
Dude, it's not good for you.
You get some little exposition, and you find out that the new leader of the Riverlands, you know, is like a 12-year-old boy who's like, you didn't want anything to do with me before, and he's like, yeah, but you're king now. And they go out to the weirwood tree, and he's got all of his lords there. And they're gonna deal with the guy that went and killed the wives and kidnapped the kids in Damon's name. And Damon's like, what do you want me to do about it? And the guy's like, I did exactly what I was supposed to do to bring people together, and I don't even know why we're here. And the new lord's like, well, we're gonna deal with this shit. And sees him. And they seize him, and he tells Damon, you know, put up or shut up. He deserves death. What you gonna do about it?
Well, I will say that kid showed a lot of balls and a lot of common sense.
You know, it's not very many people that can outwit Damon to get what they want, and that kid and those lords, they did just that. They outmaneuvered him, and they wanted justice, but they were able to do it. That put Damon in a very difficult position. And I gotta admit, I was here for it. I'm like, okay, Damon, you're not just gonna walk over everyone now. You got some people that have some grit and some backbone and some smarts about them. This is good. And he kind of had to comply. And I'm like, he's either going to kill this kid, or he's going to be like, you're my new favorite. Because it was devious, but it worked.
It did.
It got Damon to do what they wanted from the very beginning, which is execute justice for these horrific acts that this guy, you know, did in Damon's name. And they got what they freaking wanted. Ooh, it was a great scene.
Good morning, Sean. How are you guys doing? Good to see you. It was a really good scene. And he got exactly what he wanted. They put him on the ground, and he's like, oh Lord, I only did what was best, you know. And he's like, no, sorry, off his head. And it's back quick. Damon, it's almost like Damon didn't take time to think about it. He just did it. This is what I need. These are the people I need to further my agenda. I don't care who you are. That's it.
Yep.
Sean said, talking House of the Dragon. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Every Friday, we do last week's episode. At least until next week. Then we go back to random shit. Because, yeah, we can review. But while House of the Dragon's on, this is the original panel. Yeah.
Dragons. Sorry. Y'all, there was so much dragon prawn in this episode. I was just like, I'm loving it. Dragons! More! They're beautiful.
Arwyn finally got a dragon overload.
Dave, I was telling Loki, there was one scene I rewound before it even finished and watched 7 times in a row. I could not get enough of it. But anyway.
So we go back into Damon's like illusions, and he sees his brother again, and his brother's all eaten up. And yes, that was Patty. Patty, God, I can never say his last name. Hold on. Considine. So that's the actor that played Viserys in the first season. They're sitting there talking. They've got him all like gored up again, and he's holding the crown.
Yep.
He's holding out the crown for...
I never wanted it.
I never wanted it. Take it.
I wanted it.
If you can take it, take it. Thank you, Sean. Take it. And Damon's sitting there looking at it. We don't see Alice Rivers, the hag of Harrenhal, in this episode. But we do see something that a good friend of mine pointed out at the beginning of this scene. I'm going to share it. Give me just a second. Wrong button. How unprofessional can I be? Okay, hold on. So right here, I know you can barely see it. I'm going to blow it up and make it even bigger. Let's see. Okay, there's Damon to the right of the screen. Here's Damon. This form right here is a goat. And this is in his little dream state, dementia bout, illusion, fever dream, whatever. And this is a goat, and this is a bad omen. This is very, very bad. It's not good. He walks up, he's like walking up to the goat, and the goat's just standing there watching him. So what is that? What is the goat? What does the goat represent?
I don't know. But, I mean, yeah, it is an omen, but it was kind of a cute goat. So I really was like, where are we going with this?
I can barely hear you, Arwyn.
You can barely hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Let's see.
Hag of Harrenhal.
100%.
When did Hillary get cast? That's a good question. Clearly, Arwyn has munched on her morning gummy bears. Giggles. Hee hee hee. Dragons. Giggles.
No, I am high on these dragons, man. These things were just, I've been waiting for this. I'm like, I want to see more than just, one dragon close up and then a silhouette of one flying away. And we got some with sea smoke last episode, but this was like dragon. It was amazing. I've been waiting for this all season for the dragons. This was a sad scene to me.
Yeah, him and his brother.
Yeah, because I think we got to see how Damon, you get to see the little brother here. Strip away the ambition, strip away the crazy, strip away the, I'm the shit, I'm all that. And it's just him and his brother having a conversation about this burden, really, the throne.
Yeah.
It's a burden to it's a privilege, but it's also a burden to this family because look at everything that's happened because of it. It's literally splitting families apart because they just don't know how to get together and come to the table and have a barbecue and hash this stuff out.
Well, not just the family. As the families divide and go to war, so does everyone.
Yes.
Everyone is dividing and going to war. All the kingdoms are dividing and going to war over this.
Yes. So this was a really, of all of his illusions or whatever they are, this was touching. And it was sad at the same time.
It's almost like the old Arthurian tales of the land bonding to the king. So whatever happened to the king happened to the land. Well, whatever's happening to the Targaryens and whatever shit they're throwing at each other, everyone else is doing the exact same thing.
Yes. Yes. That's very true.
So I thought this was a good scene. It was really good. And then we go to Aegon the worthless.
Aegon the crispy critter. Oh, this. Oh my God, the actor delivered. I felt so sorry for him. The character, the actor delivered.
And you see there's a really good, let's see where it is. There. There we go.
Okay. Do you want to know what I wrote down for this? I called this passage of my notes, Joffrey 2's recovery. I was commiserating how bad I actually feel for him. So kudos to all the actors involved. But this look when Clubfoot's doing his, verbal slithering in his ear, this look is like, dude, when I get better, I am so going to axe you because of all the fucking creepiness that you have caused me during my recovery. You are so dead when I get well because you are just one creepy ass. That's what this scene said to me.
Dave Bob?
Looks real.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah.
Looks real painful.
Before, and their ears. That's pretty much what happens.
Oof. Ouchie wawa.
No, this is all the little wormy Clubfoot's doing.
Oh yeah.
Trying to get him. I don't know, mobile or whatever.
Well, he's out of options. He's out of options. He can't deal with Aemon.
Right.
He can't deal with anybody else. He's not going to be Hand. The only option he has is to go to Aegon and be important to Aegon. I pushed you to get better. I pushed you to not give up. I pushed you to get to walking again. I was here for you. I was loyal to you. When everybody else abandoned you and ignored you, I was still here and I was backing you.
And he's just creeping around and creeping him out. I mean, he's like, God, get away from me. At least that's what I think. But what else could he do? What else is he going to do? He can't exactly run away from him.
It's his last option.
Yeah. Kind of for both of them.
See, Sean knows what's up. I didn't even think about that. Daenerys Targaryen passes Kohar, the Black Goat, during the journey of Khal Drogo's Khalasar from Pentos to Bos Dothrak.
Yeah, okay.
And the goat is a symbol of dark magic in Westeros, in Game of Thrones.
Okay.
An omen that is tied to... We'll have to wait and see.
Everybody's deaf.
Uh-huh.
It's George Martin. So
yeah, you get this little back and forth, and between them, let's see. And then Corlys goes and sees his other son and is like, you know what your brother did?
yeah, he did.
Do you know what your brother did? Your brother went and got a dragon.
I don't want no dragon. Just get me on a ship.
That's that scene in a nutshell. Those two, yep, that's that scene in a nutshell.
Well, he's got one son that is like, I'm fire and blood. And he's got another son that's like, I'm salt and sea.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things I love about what we're getting. What we're getting from this season is we're finding out that Corliss's two bastards, one of them is very much like his father. And the other one is more like his granddaughters, where he's like, I'm going to go ride a dragon. I was destined for more than this. It's my future to go out and be more than I am. Whereas his brother is like, I'm just like you, my lord. I'm salt and sea. I was born for the sea. I was raised for the sea. And this is the heir he should be looking at to take over after he is gone. This should be his heir.
Agreed.
Will he be? I don't know. But he should be. This is the heir he needs. This is the heir he needs to be trusting in and dealing with. And he tells him, I need you to go to the Red Keep. I need you to go to King's Landing and take some boats, because you're going to be making a pickup. So, and then we go to the Vale. And
Sad Boo Boo Kitty.
Sad Boo Boo Kitty,
around.
her new name, I love it. Sad Boo Boo Kitty is like, I don't have a dragon. I'm not getting a dragon. I need a dragon. Can I get a dragon, guys? And she's like, well, there's a wild dragon out there. So she's going to run off and abandon her siblings and the little dragons to go search for a big dragon. And she comes up on, I'm assuming they're goats. Maybe they're sheep.
Yeah, some livestock somewhere.
a feeding pit for the wild dragon she's looking for. And she's like, okay, I'm going to run off and I'm going to get me a dragon.
Yep. Which I was excited, and I was like, finally, girl, go do something instead of just sitting moping and pining and just being boo-boo. Go get your dragon.
Meanwhile, Allison is out in the woods, in the King's Wood, and is like, I don't know if I'm ever coming back. I don't know if I'm ever coming back. I'm going to go off. I'm going to do my own thing. You have no idea why Sean, Rain is like, I'm not getting on this boat with all these crazy white folks. I'm out. I'll go find me a dragon. Allison's like taking off. She's out in the woods. She's by herself. What do you think is going to happen? Okay, Dave Bob. I don't know if you can hear. Oh, he's not back yet. Holy crap. Okay.
Yeah, I can't hear anything.
So, but we're getting close to. We're getting close to her just being like, screw this, I'm out.
She's having her Ophelia moment.
Yes.
In the woods and in the water.
Meanwhile, Jace has gone to his mom and been like, I cannot allow you to keep doing this shit with these low-born dragon riders. Why not? Because that's all I got. I'm a bastard. I know I'm a bastard. Look at my hair. If you keep screwing around with these people, I'm not going to have anything. I'm not going to have anything. There's going to be nothing left. Because anybody can challenge me, because I don't even have the white hair. I've got a dragon. And now you're about to take that thing away from me. And it's going to be just a thing that anybody can do.
Okay, I don't know how I feel about this scene. This was another one that kind of irked me. I'm like, I get that he's got all this pent up, I've been dealing with this crap all my life. Am I Valerian dad? Or am I strong? Everybody knows he's a strong. But Jace never before this point, and if they had been leading up to it, I think I would have believed it better. But it's just like he all of a sudden becomes bougie and snobby and petulant. And again, nobody stops to consider, well, maybe the guy who has sea smoke, hello, Valerian blood, possibly. He's not just some rando that, sea smoke found at the docks. I don't know how I felt about this scene. It bothered me, but not for the reasons it should have bothered me. It should have made me sympathize with him. It should have made me realize what this young man has carried on his shoulders all this time. He finally speaks the truth to his mother, and we should all be like, oh, now they can talk. It didn't. He just annoyed me, and I wanted to smack him and say, okay, there's other things to worry about right now. We need everyone on board.
Yep.
Doesn't matter if they're noble or not. If you're going to be king one day, you need to get with the program. But he didn't do that, and I don't know. Am I off on that?
No, you're not. I don't think you are. He's whining. He's complaining because he's worried.
He's butthurt.
Yes.
Okay.
He's butthurt, and he's worried about his claim. If something happens to you, what happens to me? If you've got all these other people, and he doesn't know that, like, that's Corliss's son either. He has no idea. He just thinks he's some lowborn that tamed a dragon. So he's like, the biggest special thing about me is I have a dragon. That puts me ahead of the game. So if something happens, I've got the claim on the throne. I'm next in line. If anybody can just go out and get a dragon, I'm screwed.
Yep.
But there's more to it than that. And
I've always wondered is, when Viserys married what's her name, and she has the red hair, and all his kids had the silver hair, and yet he turned out with brown hair with his mother with the silver hair. The genetics just don't seem to work for me.
And again, Sean brings up a good point. Jace brings the idea of dragon riders to Rhaenyra. It was his idea. Ben flips out when she goes after lowborn bastards. He wants nobles. Like the nobles won't contest his throne just like the other dragon riders. Exactly. And that's the one positive thing I think came out of the Massaria conversation was she's like, these people, they worship you, and you're going to give them this great opportunity to be something more. They're not going to stab you in the back like the other Targaryens would. Easily do it for the throne.
Yeah. So, exactly. So it's like, I don't know. I found it really, again, if they had kind of shown his character having this resentment, but he's been all on board with all this until now. And it just, it wasn't well written, I think. I know where they were going with, but it just fell flat to me.
So I want to hit this scene really quick. I don't want to spend a lot of time here because I just think it's absolutely stupid. Alicent is out in the middle of BFE and she sees this pond. She strips down. She goes to walk into the pond. She's floating in the water. You can see her here. And she sees a bird in the sky. She's like floating on her back. You don't know what's going to happen. And then she sees a bird. And apparently that's enough in this show to completely pop her out of her, I'm worthless now. I have nothing to do. I've jack shit. I'm not important. They've removed me from everything. She's just going to go out. She has no idea when she's going to go back. And she sees a bird in the air. And suddenly it changes and she's like, I'm going back. Mm-hmm. Wow. A bird.
Right.
She's the one, she has literally caused all this shit. Yeah, there was bad blood, but she knows the truth and she's not saying dick.
Right.
And suddenly she sees a little birdie, and that changes something. I don't know. And it poops on her. Mark's like, it pooped on her. It pooped on her. So, like I said, I don't want to spend a lot of time there. I want to get to what, in my opinion, is the best part. So they get people that believe they are Targaryen descendants to come to Dragonstone. That's why Corlys sends the ships to bring them back. They're like, okay, we are going to get them to come to Dragonstone, and we're going to test them. Let me see if I can get this just right.
Sea smoke.
That's not sea smoke. Arwyn, who is that?
That's Vermithor.
And what is his nickname?
Is the Bronze Fury.
The Bronze Fury.
Fucking beautiful.
So they call a dragon called the Bronze Fury. And I'm leaving a little bit out here. The dragon priests are like, F you, we're not doing this, and protest and walk out. So you got protesting dragon priests that just walk out and they're like, no. She calls him and he shows up. And he is the biggest besides Vhagar. He is the biggest dragon besides Vhagar. He's huge. And he hasn't had a rider in a long, long time. There have been a couple of people that have tried to bond with him, and it has not worked. He's like, nope, I don't like any of you. Leave me alone. Let me chill. Yeah. This is a big dragon. This is a huge dragon.
God, the sounds they made this thing make. I was just, I was geeking out. I was geeking the frick out. When he pops up through those shadows. Oof.
I love the way she just called the dragon up and then just turned around and walked away and said, "It's up to you now."
Shockwave, they could do if they did it, they could do Pern. I'm convinced more than ever now they could do Pern if they did it well. I mean, if they did it right. Look at that, y'all.
That is absolutely. I'm gonna blow that up real quick and get rid of us. That is when I was like, holy shit.
God. Look at that.
This dwarfs Dany's dragons in Game of Thrones. Yeah. This is huge.
And it's actually, he may not be quite as big as Vhagar, but he looks in better shape. Vhagar's got holes in her wings, and she's looking kind of rough around the edges. This guy was just, ooh, beautiful. Yeah, this is her great grandfather's dragon. His last rider was.
So this is the father of Daemon and Viserys. Viserys. I said Viserys. It's Viserys. Daemon and Viserys. This is Daemon and Viserys' father. You see him for all of a minute in the very first episode.
And this scene was just so good.
And Silverwing, which you will see here in a little bit, belonged to his wife. Okay. Sean's like, no, Daemon and Viserys. So this was their grandfather. Sorry. This was Daemon and Jaehaerys' grandfather. Viserys. God help me. Too many S's.
You kind of see in this scene why they're called Dragon Lords. Because she's nervous at first. I mean, she's very respectful and cautious because she knows what these things can do. Even though they're dragons and they're bonded, there's still like a healthy respect between the humans and the dragons. And when she touches him and he breathes on her, you can feel the bond between them. Even though she was never his rider, that respect down through that generation, and you can see the strength that she get. That look that she gives him? That look I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Can you pull that up? This look, y'all. my God, look at that. Oh my God. And the rumblings. Oh.
Which you can't hear because we've got it muted.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Don't want to get struck.
This was actually really terrifying. It was terrifying. That, and then when she touches him and they have that moment, and then after that, when she looks up at him and she gives this look, and it's like, you're badass, I'm badass, and we both know this. Let's do it. And that, to me, is when Rhaenyra, first of her kind, showed up.
Let's be badass together.
Yeah, after this moment with him, that's when, and she turns around and it's like, y'all want this? I got one. Y'all want this? Let him be your guide. I was like, oh my God.
And this is my new favorite character in the entire series, who's just been like a nobody this whole season.
I call him Aemir too.
Aemir
too. Yeah, his story's been good. Oh, here we go.
I can't.
This is it. I think. Yes.
So what are we going to see? What are we going to see? What's going to be the big thing that goes from this? Because you've got this moment right here where she is like, you are like family.
Yeah.
You are a member of the family. You are, you are trusted. We respect you. You're powerful. You're great. It's almost like she's like, you're one of us. To chain him up.
Yeah.
Put him in the pit and leave him there.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Because there's the thing that Dany said all throughout Game of Thrones, dragon is not a slave. But that's what they end up being. That's how they end up being treated. That is what this show is really about, is the end of dragons.
Yeah. And I see this part is, and part of the reason Rhaenyra is opening it up is because they just don't have enough, noble Targaryens. But at the same time, it's kind of like giving autonomy back to the dragon. It's like, okay, they have a mind. Who do they want to be the rider? Who do you choose? Dragon, who do you choose?
And there's a reason why they call him Fury, the Bronze Fury, because he's like, snack? Did she just offer me a snack?
A smorgasbord.
And we are running. We are escaping. We're all going to die. It's pissed. It's snacking. Rhaenyra's like,
he likes his snacks fried.
Rhaenyra's like, shit.
She's like, well, that's that. Because there is no stopping this thing. Oh my God, it was better than Jurassic friggin' Park. I swear, it was like, stop. It's chaos.
And finally, Hugh's like, come and get me.
Yeah.
I'm ready. And the Bronze Fury's like, huh. You don't smell afraid, and you kind of smell like someone I used to know.
Yep.
Hi, friend.
Well, when they trotted poor old Quasimodo out first, I'm like, okay, we know how this is going to end. And then he gets Krispy Kremed.
I just love the fact that one kind of guy, is brave and maybe even deserves a dragon, and then you got a wormy little dude to get one.
Oh, yeah. Ulf scared shitless, running his ass off. So we'll get to that in a minute.
Oh my god.
But the fact that he's like, I'm ready, come and get me. You pay attention to me, and stares him down.
Yes.
He like stares him down. So the dragon's like, well, you look familiar, you smell familiar, and you've got balls.
Yes. Yes.
And he reaches out and touches him, and it's like, okay, I like you. This one's okay. The rest of you will be my finger food for the evening. I will eat all of you. All the rest of you are my snack. But you, I like. I will entertain the idea of you hanging out with you. But just you.
Oh my god. This dragon, y'all. I couldn't get enough of it.
Don't involve me in your other bullshit. I just like you.
Yeah, pretty much. This one's good. Damn, that scene. Yeah.
So this was good. This was good. And Ulf's like down in the middle of nowhere. He ran. He's running. We are running. We are escaping until he hears Silverwing.
Oh.
I think after he stepped in some dragon poo.
Yep, Skeevy Bilbo Baggins bagged him a dragon, y'all. It's like, wow.
And Sean says he was the son of Sarah Targaryen, and now he is flying his grandfather's dragon. Yes.
Yep.
So it's appropriate. He's like, I smell you. You smell familiar. You look familiar. And you told me to piss off to my face. So you got balls. I like you. I think I'll keep you. Balls. You're my pet, bitch. Again, teeth. We get back to the part where dragons are like big cats.
Yes, they are.
I will keep you, human. You I like.
Yep.
The other ones I don't like. They are snack food.
I will allow you to be in my presence.
Sean again says, some have speculated that Ulf got bonded with Silverwing not because he was Targaryen blood, but because Vermithor has his smell on him when he knocked him off the ledge. I could see that. I could absolutely see that. You smell like my mate. You smell like my friend. These were mated dragons. So.
Yes, that's possible.
Let's see if I can catch this. I love this. The cinematography in the show is absolutely awesome. This is the last thing we're going to hit on before we get out of here. This scene and that look from Aemond is perfect.
Yeah.
That look, the way they frame that is absolutely 100%. He is a crazy, maniacal son of a bitch. And they're talking about what they're going to do and how they're going to get another dragon from Aemon and Aegon's brother. They're going to get another dragon. It's taking wing when everybody starts seeing dragon. And Aemon looks out the window and there's Silverwing. Like, bitches!
He was like Harry Potter on the Hippogriff, y'all, just soaring.
That guy driving that dragon, he has absolutely very little control. He's just hanging on.
That's right.
He's like, I'm going on an adventure. God.
So Ulf's like, hell yeah, let's go. Silverwing flies around the Red Keep for a little bit and is like, okay, I'm going back home. And this is one of the big things they did in Game of Thrones that I never liked. They just kind of teleport to Dragonstone. It's like, oh, Dragonstone's just down the river from King's Landing. It's just across the bay. No. No, they were on the dragons for a while. I understand why they did it the way they did it, but this has been a thing. It happened in Game of Thrones where they just went from point A to point B like that. Like it wasn't shit. They don't have warp drive on a dragon. So I understand it's, that might be 5 days how the dragon flies, but they act like it's just like a few minutes later.
Yeah.
So, but Aemon runs to his dragon, gets on his dragon, and is like, and this is his dragon, getting up, waking up. He's like, dude, what the hell? Why are you waking me up?
Let me sleep.
Why are you waking me up? I'm tired. What the hell? And they go in pursuit. And as they are pursuing, Aemon finally is like, something is wrong. Something is wrong. What is going on? And he pulls him back.
Flee!
At the last minute, he's like, no, Vega, no, and pulls him back. And they turn around, and the last scene you see is 3 dragons. You've got Silverwing up here on top of the castle. You've got her dragon, and then you've got the Bronze Fury back here in the back with Hugh on it. And it's like, oh shit, the game has changed.
The queen has arrived. Right?
The queen has arrived.
She ain't gonna play.
She ain't dicking around.
About damn time. I've been waiting for her to show up, like really show up with that fire. And finally, and it's also very, very telling of Daenerys and her 3 babies. This little tableau with the 3 dragons and the silver-haired queen and, oh my God.
On Dragonstone.
On Dragonstone.
Yep.
Just don't let it suck your brains out, y'all. Come on. Can we stop with this?
So while I have issue with, it's just down the road. Mm-hmm. They did that in Game of Thrones too.
Yeah.
For anybody going, oh my God, it would have taken them so many days. Yeah, but they did that in Game of Thrones too.
Well, and in the books, doesn't this whole, from the time she's supposedly crowned to the time, the whole war, doesn't that extend over like multiple years?
Yes.
And they're trying to condense this big chunk of time, down into the series. So, okay, we'll forgive them that. But yeah, I agree. It does make it seem like I could step outside of the Red Keep and wave. And there's Rhaenyra on Dragonstone waving back. No, not quite that close.
No. No. I think Alicent's waving at me. I wonder if that means the war is over. Hi. Yeah, no.
Oh, look, she's having her Ophelia moment in that big pond over there. Not that close.
No, not that close.
But
so what rating. I'm going to give this episode an 8. I think the last half of this episode is great. I think there's a couple parts in the beginning where it drags a little bit. I don't like the Massaria shit. I'm not a Massaria fan. I think maybe if they told the story a little differently and they had a different actress, maybe I would like it more. But I just don't like the actress playing her. I don't think she has any gravitas. She's just kind of like, I'm here for my scene. Mm-hmm. Hi. How are you? Oh, we're going to be doing that? Okay. There's no like Rhaenyra gets like emotional and charged up and frustrated. And Massaria is just kind of like, this is my frustrated face. This is my happy face. This is, and just, it's all the same.
Yeah.
So at least she's not a main character, the actress. She's not like a super, super important. I just hate that they're trying to make her that. And Damon's just kind of lost off in Harrenhal doing whatever. That has pissed me off this season. But as far as this episode goes, at least he did something. He was like off with his head. So I'm going to give it an 8. Arwyn?
Okay, I'm gonna give it a 9 because again, dragons, they're everywhere, and the dragon action in this and how the overall story is playing out, I could forgive Rhaenyra's, oh my god, I'm not even gonna consider he could possibly be Valerian. What's going on? I'll forgive that because she shows up at the end. She is the queen. She is, talk about mother of dragons right there. So, and I've been waiting for that ever since the war broke out. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 9. I thoroughly enjoy this. And Alicent playing Ophelia, all that mess. Let's just do dragons this episode. But other than that, yeah, a 9.
Day Bob.
About an 8.
Okay.
Not real fond of all the scenes that are slow, but that end kicked ass.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The ending of that episode was absolutely awesome. Sean, one last comment says, look at the cinematography on this show versus shows like The Acolyte. Same amount of money, but the difference between pros and amateurs. Absolutely.
Agreed.
Absolutely. HBO wants a huge franchise. They want their franchise back. Their franchise got tarnished there at the end of Game of Thrones, and they want it back. And as long as they keep making episodes like this and keep us interested and keep us excited, I believe they've got that. So, Arwyn, anything you got before we get out of here?
Backtube tonight at 7, and I think that's it.
Okay, Day Bob.
Just gonna be hanging around here.
Okay. I should be doing the same. As far as I know, EBN's on today. We'll be over there later. And we should have a late show tonight. So until then, guys, take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak Friday Niner. And thank you for coming and hanging out with us on the Weekend Review while we talk House of the Dragon. Have a great Friday, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.